so I'm about out of steam. I moved the slab that was in the milk room, which I realized later I probably showed you how I did that, but I can tell you how I did it. I took the brake bar and I broke it in pieces. Then I lifted it up and put it on the dolly and brought it over here. And I'm going to pour a new floor over the top of it.
Oh, so it's going to be like rebar or whatever the hell it's going to be.
It's just going to be like, it's going to be almost like a stone floor when I get done.
Right, right.
But I'm going to use that as the base. I had to level it off a little bit. It's still not perfectly level. The bottom, it shows you how unlevel the floor is because it's like you can see the bottom board is level.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And so
I don't know how my not pouring the cement in, putting it all together thing is going to work yet, because I was working by myself and it was kind of a booger.
Yeah, because I had to run somewhere.
I think that if you had an extra hand, it would be perfect. So we'll find out if it all pulls up and goes level tomorrow. So, you know, it's a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm old, so I'm stopping for the day.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm shutting out. I'm on you.
Okay, so one of the little tricks I do, because I do work by myself so much, is like I know I want to put a 2x4 up here. I can't hold both ends. Now Lynn can help me a little bit, but it's going to take me a while, and it'll be much easier for her to help me if she doesn't have to sit and hold that the whole freaking time. So what I do is, and I might have showed you this trick before because I do it all the freaking time. I fucking freaking nail, and I just drive it underneath where the 2x4 is going to be. And then I just put the 2x4 up there, and then I get to do what I want over there. So, I have a limited amount of 10-footers. I only have 4 left, and I need 3 for the ridge poles. But I do want to put a 10-footer across here. These are actually pressure treated. I put pressure treated all around the bottom, and I'll use pressure treated to put the rafters on because they're the most likely to take damage. And then the rest of it, I'll use these cheap-ass 2x4s that I paid, what, about $2 for? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'll be using for that because, hello, they're fucking expensive.
Yep.
So, the 10-footers especially. So, like I said, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stick that over there. Okay. Hopefully it stays long enough for me to get some nails in it. I'm bringing it over here. And if Lynn will just kind of hang on to that so it doesn't pop off on my head, that'll be fantastic. Okay, needs to come my way some. Okay, a little bit more. Right there. And now I'm going to use my nail gun. 2-inch brad. Because it holds it really well and it allows me to have a little bit more mobility and stuff while I'm doing shit. I need this to stick out a whole lot more. It's got to stick out the width of a 2x4. So, you get a 2x4 piece. I asked Lynn to go down there and kind of butt that up while so that one doesn't move too much. Okay. Okay, and now, just a little, come on, fucker. Okay, so now I've got it, the width of a 2x4 in. Okay. And so now that I have that in place, I can check it real quick. What I'm doing, don't write in my face.
Well, I want to hear you.
Well, we can turn this off.
Okay.
That's the only problem with that thing is that when it gets low on air, it makes noise.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm doing is, so why did I have it come out that far and then this one had to be flush? Because what I like to do is make a joint. And so in the corners, and tie it together so that it just adds a level of strength. So when I put this one on long ways, it'll overlap like that.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I'll be able to tie into this and the pole, and that makes a really strong joint. So that's what I'm doing.
Clean it up, and you're going to hit
clean it up. I'm going to hit each piece of the cement with a stain that I'll make out of. I'll either make it out of cement stain or I'll make it out of old latex paint that I've got laying around. And I'll kind of paint them with that, and then I'll fill in the cracks and everything and level it out with cement and make it a much better floor than it ever was down there.
And it'll look like a flagstone floor, which will be awesome.
And even though it's in a milk room, why the hell not?
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Okay.
Okay, so now I have to reuse some of the old 2x4s, so I'll have to remove the nails. The easiest way to do that is pound them out by the tips, turn them over, pull them out with the crowbar. The bigger your crowbar is, the more leverage you have, the easier it is to do it. I got this one at a freaking yard sale.
Yes, I remember. For a little bit of nothing.
Yeah.
More than you want to pay at a yard sale usually, but not for that.
Is this my favorite thing? No.
No.
Do I love doing it? No.
No.
It's what poor folks do to have building material. I figured it out the other night, and with the stuff that I bought for my big order that got delivered during the plague, I'm only using a small part of that for this barn actually. But I figured that figuring high, when I get done, this building's going to probably have about $250 in it. And
Wow.
That's
That's
high.
mostly fasteners.
That's mostly fasteners and these pressure treated 2x4s. And even though the tin I've had for years, I still had to buy it initially.
Yes, right.
I have a bunch of tin that I'm going to be using on this that actually was a toss out. In fact,
When?
okay, so this is where we're at now. I'm using some of the old lumber, reclaimed lumber. I'm using new lumber. I'm using all those poles I got from my son the Genius's house that I peeled in one of the earlier frames. We've just about got it leveled up. We've got a couple of more cross braces to throw in. Cross braces, you can see there's one in the back. We've got that back pole leveled this way. We will level this pole. When we level this pole and put in cross bracing, we'll pretend like the rest of it's magically level.
And square.
And square. Well, it's already square. I used the
course
giant square.
That's right, it's perfect.
Square enough.
And
Level
enough. There you go.
There you go. Don't be an asshole, honey.
There you go, I know.
DBAA.
The only reason there's any relevance is because it's a lot easier to put on that tin when it's close to square.
Well, yeah, when you're putting stuff, especially the roof, it's
Yeah.
easier when it's square. But what I have a rule, I just put it on there, and if it's not square, I take my
Oh, that saw.
my cutter,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
call
yeah,
it? My angle grinder, and I cut the freaking end off. Nice and straight, and then it looks square even if it's not. So what the fuck does it matter,
There you go.
right? It's all the same on a galloping horse. So it's a window will go here. That's the door for the goats to come in and out over there. I will eventually cut the bottom out of that board to make it easier to clean and easier for them to get in and out. For right now, it's going to stay there until we get all this other shit done. So that's what we're doing right now.